Hello, welcome back everyone. I'm doing kind of a two-part vlog. I'm still in 36 weeks, and if you watched my comfort tools and envisioning my birth vlog, you got to see my belly. But today I am also wanting to go over everything that I have for my home birth and everything that I have for breastfeeding, postpartum, that immediate stage, in case that would be helpful for some of you. So we have, we were able to rent a birth pool from my midwife. So I have my birth pool. I had to buy my own like liner to put in the tub. And then I had to buy my own like hose and connector for the faucet in the kitchen to fill up the tub. So that is something that we're gonna have to see how that all is going to be navigated the day of. I'm thinking that's probably gonna be my husband's job is setting up the birth pool when it's time. I got a bath thermometer. I don't know if the midwives bring that, but I was thinking that's good to have when you have a baby, I guess. So I have a bath thermometer for that. I bought a whole package of these. It's like one-use pads that we have tons of these at the hospital, and we just throw them down all the time everywhere because there's just a lot of bodily fluids in birth. So I bought a whole package of these. They're also great to like throw on the ball so that if I want to sit on that ball and my waters are broken or whatever, there's just going to be a lot of leaking. So just to save towels, I have lots of towels and things like that, like cloths and hand cloths and things like that. But these other one-time use are gold in birth. And then I have for immediate postpartum, like I definitely have like the underwear and the pads and stuff like that. But these like actual diapers for me, I've heard so many people love these because it's just like you can just toss them, they fill up with a lot and you can just toss them, and they're really great for that immediate postpartum, those first couple of weeks when the bleeding is pretty heavy, because when the baby comes out and then the placenta comes out, there's like a plate-sized wound inside of your uterus, and you're kind of bleeding like a heavy period for a couple of weeks. Everyone is different, but I was thinking it's nice to have the one-time use ones. And then of course for the birth, I bought these like boxers, kind of like reusable underwear to have in birth. And those will be great to have postpartum as well. Just a couple of pairs, and then I have my other diapers to switch them out with. I'm so excited for all of this. I can't. It's so freaking fun. So that's what I have so far. In terms of things for me, I will show my changing table, I'm thinking, as well, and my altar. I didn't show that in the previous vlog because I don't know, I'm not quite ready with it. So I think maybe I'll show it, maybe I won't show it, but it's like a birth altar where I want to go to different rooms in the apartment when I'm going through labor. Just for good energy and all those good feel things. But for breastfeeding, I have like a little bedside table. It's a little rolly table thing. And I have cooling and warming pads. So these are some pads that you can heat up or have cold. And when your milk comes in, usually you're very engorged, your breasts grow really, really a lot for like about 24 to 48 hours sometimes. For some people maybe longer, some people shorter, but it can be the most uncomfortable transition from going from no milk to a lot of milk in your breasts. And so this cooling and warming can really help. So they're just warming and cooling pads. And then I have an electrical pump and I have a hand pump. I'm not planning on pumping anytime soon, but it is something that I am going to start with about probably 3 to 4 weeks, starting to pump at least once a day so that the baby starts taking a bottle. I want my husband to be able to bond with the baby and be able to feed them, and for me to be able to take care of me. So I will start introducing a bottle once a day. As soon as breastfeeding's feeling good, the milk is established, things are going well, then my one pump will usually probably be in the middle of the night, so I don't have to get up in the middle of the night to feed the baby. I can just pump for like 15 minutes and then give that and have that stored for my husband, so when baby wakes up, he has the bottle ready to give the baby and put the baby back to sleep and things like that, because you don't want to like injure your milk supply, and you can't get like a 5-hour stretch of sleep, but you can get as close to 4 hours as possible, which is the recommended thing, is a 4-hour stretch in a 24-hour period, and then have the other 4 hours like interrupted, but at least 4 hours uninterrupted. So I'm gonna want to pump and then take my 4 hours of sleep. And so if the baby wakes up and is with my husband during that time, then he has the bottle to feed the baby and he can change the diapers and things like that. We have separate rooms. We have 3 bedrooms right now, or we've kind of made 3 bedrooms out of this 2-bedroom apartment as a solution. So my mom will be here helping. So if my husband has school, since he's starting school in a couple of weeks, my mom can take the bottle and give the baby and put the baby back down and settle them, so that I again get that 4 hours stretch of sleep. If I don't get it in the middle of the night, then I can get it maybe in the early morning. So it's just going to depend on timing and who my baby is and what that all looks like. So that's what I'm going to use my electrical and hand pump for. I also have these witch hazel pads that are really, really great for healing down there. It can be that we're very swollen after birth. We may have a tear or two, because it's very common after the first baby. And we don't recommend putting ice on there anymore, because ice really delays healing and inflammation, and we want inflammation to occur for the healing process to begin. So we're really not recommending cold or ice immediately postpartum, unless of course there's a dire need or that someone really wants that, but otherwise witch hazel is what we're recommending. So I have some witch hazel pads that I got from my friends. I also have some breast pads, washable breast pads, because sometimes depending on who you are, your milk may leak, you may not leak at all. But if you do leak, it's nice to have, like, I have some that are one-time use, and then I have some that are washable. So those can be really nice to have in the breastfeeding bras and stuff. I do have 2 nursing bras, and then I have like 3 of these kind of like nursing tanks that are just really easy to have at home, around the house, and things like that. I have lots of tissues, Kleenexes, because there's going to be a lot of crying. I already know it. So I have those like stocked up everywhere in all the rooms. So that's something that I would recommend. And then I have some kind of like nipple saline spray that's from Frida Mom. And so hopefully I don't have a lot of cracks or injured nipples, but if I do, I will use maybe that one time, and then maybe I'll use extra virgin coconut oil at one time, and then I'll use like breast milk as well, because there's stem cells in breast milk and can really promote healing. And I usually recommend that to clients anyway, is just express a little bit of your milk and smear it into your nipples, and then just have airflow going so that it's just really dry. Those things can be really helpful in healing cracked nipples. I also have this baby like beside my bed in my other room, because I'm kind of in the guest room right now where the crib is and the changing table is and the baby's dresser and clothes and stuff, and then whoever's going to sleep here, either my husband or my mom, whoever has the shift that night, will be in here with baby. But I have in my bedside area, I have a 1 drawer that's all dedicated to baby, and in there I have just like a couple outfits, some diapers, some wipes, some burp cloths, some swaddle blankets. I'm not gonna swaddle the baby since I do want to co-sleep, but little blankets are really good to have everywhere, kind of stashed in every room. So I have those. I have a baby bath that I got from my friends. I don't know how much I'm really going to be bathing the baby because I feel like the first month at least they don't really need to be bathed. I mean, if he has a lot of hair, I may wash his hair, of course, but other than that, babies just smell amazing. And yeah, so the first month I don't think I'm going to bathe the baby, and then after that babies don't really get that dirty. So really just if I'm showering, I'll take the baby and I'll rinse them off with me kind of thing. But I don't know how much I'm going to use the bath really now in the beginning. I just really, it doesn't have to be a super thorough bath. I also got a secondhand stroller. We got the Cybex Gazelle S, I think it's called, from last year. It's really, really cute. It's like light blue color and has like a little basket and a little bassinet, and yeah, it's super cute. So I'll show that one day when we're out walking with the baby. So those are really, like, I would say my must-haves for like the home birth, for me, for breastfeeding. And now I'll just kind of turn this around and show you I guess I can show you this. My husband put this up the other day, just like our ultrasound pictures, my Alex Gray breastfeeding photo that I'm again manifesting. And I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like a DACA tot, but not really. That's what I'm gonna co-sleep with in my bed. I got all of these stuffed animals that I don't know what to do with. I guess that one, that yellow one right there, is from when I was a baby. And then, yeah, the mobile things I got from family or friends, I can't remember, but over here, another Alex Gray picture of just the phases of pregnancy. And so this is a hanger that my husband put up that I don't know quite what's gonna hang on there, but I'm sure a lot once we get there. And so here's the changing table. So I invested in getting just like a big, huge box of water wipes, and I might start making my own also after a while. This is a washable cloth, but this is also a washable cloth because little boys, they pee all over the place, everywhere, they say. So just ready for that, doing a lot of laundry. I got a diaper pail. Here, sorry, this is a little odd. Here I just have like some onesies, cute outfits, diapers. Again, I want to try to make my own wipes, so those are just some dry wipes. People really recommend these waste bags to put diapers in if it's a really smelly one before you put it in the diaper pail. So I'm gonna do that, I guess. Diapers. This is like some of those washable pads for underneath the baby, but these are one use that I'm thinking can be really good for when baby's doing tummy time. I want them to also be doing naked time because having a diaper on 24/7, as you can all imagine, that can't be very comfortable. So then here I have all my Frida baby and other types of things. I highly recommend getting the nose sucker and the Frida Windy for the gas, for baby's gas. So that's there. My mom got us this cute little hand and footprint that she's gonna, I guess, have some fun with because I'm not gonna do that. She can have some time doing that fun stuff. Extra bags for the diaper pail. And then we have on this side, sorry, this is a bit cumbersome for me getting up and moving around here. But here on this side, I don't know if you can see here, and I can't get you closer either. Maybe if I do like this. So no lighting for right now. Here I have some burp cloths extra pads. This is also Frida Baby, like for the bath. That I recommend. Glass nail file. Another huge thing that I highly recommend is getting a glass nail file for baby's nails in the beginning, because we're not cutting them, we're filing them. And this you can just rinse it off with just some water and it's like new again. So, and it's much more gentle on their skin. It's such sensitive skin in the beginning. So I haven't filled up this little pouch thing yet, but I'm sure it won't take long. And this is my just diaper cake. So I'll start with those diapers and then we'll kind of go from there. So yeah, that is the baby's room so far and our setup and just all the things. And yeah, it's just getting really close and really exciting that this is happening soon. And yeah, I'm just feeling really prepared. I also forgot to show you, like in the beginning, when my midwives aren't here, I'm gonna be really curious as to where and how baby's doing, because I'm a birth nerd. And so I have my own Doppler and gel. I use this a lot in the beginning of pregnancy, before you get your first ultrasound and stuff, just to listen to baby and stuff. And it's just, I can't, it's so fun. But yeah, so before my midwives get here, if I feel like nervous or for any reason I just want to see how he's doing and coping with contractions, I will get my Doppler out and I will use it. I just can't wait. I just can't wait, you guys. And I can't wait to share my birth story, how it all goes. My mom is going to be the primary taking photos and videos. But I'm just so excited. I'm so excited to give birth. Of course, a little nervous now. I'm getting more nervy and like, how's it all gonna go? And what's he gonna look like? And like, just, yeah, I'm just feeling all the feels right now. But yeah, I really can't wait to tell you guys everything. And if you're pregnant as well, oh my gosh, I'm just so excited for you. And yeah, I hope you're all just doing really, really well, and we'll talk in the next one. Bye.